¿Qué pasa, y'all? It's Latino Goose back with another video, and today's video is going to be discussing my love for Star Wars. So if you haven't guessed, I am a huge Star Wars fan. I even got the ink to prove it, Rebel Alliance for life. And this story is just basically just where and how I discovered my love for Star Wars. So like any great movie, this story begins a long time ago in a galaxy not so far away in San Jose, California. I was a little kid at the time, of course. I mean, what story really begins with me being a 25-year-old loser? But I was probably like 5 or 6 at the time, and my dad is a huge Star Wars fan. He went to the original showings of the original trilogy back then, which to me is a huge thing. Like, I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Like, you got to see Empire Strikes Back in theaters. And one day he was just watching them on TV. It was Empire Strikes Back, and I was like just screwing around with my toys and whatnot, and looked to the TV and I saw the intro, Star Wars. And as that opening crawl started to go, I immediately jumped onto the couch next to my dad, and we watched the whole thing, and immediately I was just hooked right away. I mean, the alien worlds with the creatures and the lightsabers, frickin' stormtroopers, and the Millennium Falcon, all the lights, the sounds, the music. I fell in love with it, and I didn't even know that was just one out of the 3 movies at the time. So me and my dad, we binge watched A New Hope through Return of the Jedi that whole day, because my mom was, I believe, at work at the time. So we watched them all, and I just fell in love with them all. I wanted to know what happened next, and was a little sad to find out that for the time being that was the only Star Wars in my life. But after that, I wanted to play all the games, read all the books, and see anything like Star Wars I wanted to see. So of course, come to my surprise when in 1999 a new Star Wars was coming out. And I know Phantom Menace wasn't the greatest film, and to little 6-year-old me, that was the coolest thing. I got to go see a brand new Star Wars film in theaters, and I legit cried when Qui-Gon died. And I love Darth Maul. I had all the lunch boxes, I had all the backpacks, and I just can't get enough of Star Wars, you know, even now, and I have all these freaking toys, and you know, my fiance is just like, you're just a little kid, you're such a big nerd, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a big nerd, you know, and I'm not afraid to say it. But you know, to this day, I'm still in love with Star Wars, even with the whole, you know, I don't care about the whole Disney thing, you know. Could be better, probably, but that's a whole different story. But you know, I love Star Wars. You know, it's a huge part of my life. It's one of the biggest things that me and my dad have bonded over these years, and have continued to bond over. I really want to take him to Star Wars Celebration sometime in the future, just because I feel that would be just a huge thank you to him, just for showing me this world that has just, I mean, really, like, Star Wars has opened up a lot in my life. It made me pursue my career in art and take interest in filmmaking and editing, hence why I'm doing this stuff right now. So I just want to say huge thank you to my dad for showing me a galaxy far, far away. As always, I'm Latino Goose. Hit that like button, subscribe, and may the Force be with you.